Okay, I have a Friday night shop, which is rare for me, but my fridge is empty and I'm also going to be out of milk tomorrow. So that's why I had to go out. If you're a regular, you know my grocery shop kind of resets every time I run out of milk. So again, 2 liters of A2 light milk from Aldi, $6.89. I'm also out of eggs, as in 0 eggs at home. So the free range extra large 700 gram eggs, a dozen of these, $5.19 at Aldi. On special, I've had this before, the pork schnitzels. You get 4 of them, but I would say you need to kind of eat 2 every time because they're really, really thin. This was down to $9.49 for 500 grams. When it's not on special, it's around the $12 to $13 region. So $9.49. I did get pork mince, 500 grams. This is always a good buy at Aldi. It's $3.99 for half a kilo. I think I need to just cook up some more fried rice or something for the freezer. And I'm reasonably sure that I have bought green beans for like 4 weeks in a row now, but I can't overlook a good deal. This is 500 grams green beans, and it's currently on special for $2.99. So that's a good deal. And, you know, green beans, I don't mind the flavor or the texture. It's quite inoffensive. And it lasts pretty well in the fridge. So, yeah. And if I'm honest, I'm not a great cook of vegetables. So I kind of stick with what I know, or I buy a bag salad. This one caught my attention, popcorn prawns for the air fryer. A small box, 300 grams. This is expensive. It's $6.99 at Aldi, but I thought I'd give this a go or whack it into the freezer for an easy lunch or something like that. I do like Italian prosciutto. The Australian stuff is just not as nice, sorry. Yeah, this is nice, 100 grams at Aldi. I usually just get it from Coles, where they have the fancy deli stuff, and I always get the Italian one, but I've had it already sliced up from Aldi before. 100 grams, this one is a pricey buy at $6.49, so, but you know, I like it with cheese. A mild salami, 100 grams. This one's much cheaper at $3.49. And to go with my French cheese, brie cheese, this one I think is $3.49. Now, this was in its original packaging before, like months before, and I used to always get it, but it was like a limited buy. Now Aldi has now rebranded it to their own, so it's a permanent thing. This is really, really nice, the French one. They also have a few Australian bries, but this is just creamier, and you get a, I think, nicer flavor. So if you're picky on the cheeses, give this one a go. A thing of butter, it just lasts forever in the fridge, and you know, sometimes I cook with butter because flavor, not health. Speaking of not being healthy, I just really felt like rewarding myself, so I got a salted caramel chocolate mousse, 2 of them. This one was $2.49 for 2, so unhealthy, but it is what it is. Along with the peanut cookies, which I do enjoy, actual peanuts on top, $2.09. The final Aldi purchase was the pain au chocolat, or the chocolate croissants. I've never tried this before from Aldi, but you know, I hear that they're okay. Made in France. You get 2 for 6 mini ones. This is going for $3.99. So I think they're individually packaged, so I don't know, they might be fresher that way, but you know, I could always toast it up in the air fryer. Next, I went to the fruit shop, the fruit greengrocers. I got 2 very green bananas because I still have some bananas off to the side, and 2 pack and pears. This was $4.99 a kilo, so 2 pears for $2.75. So I'll wait for them to be ripe before I slice them up. And also a punnet of snacking tomatoes going for $2.99. So this is my very messy shop. I'm still going to get a takeaway tonight. Yeah, it's Friday, so I can't be bothered cooking. I think I spent $70. Yeah. Yeah, and I still feel like, did I get that much food? Probably not. Yeah, most of it is. That half is junk. Oh well, I'll put my total up on screen. Okay, it's late and I'm still making dinner, so what time is it? Yeah, it's like 8:45. It is what it is, right? I'm gonna make like a full Chinese meal because unbelievably, I know it's early for me, and I'm gonna eat leftovers for days. So I've got my Taiwanese pork sausages, defrosted, and I'm gonna do them in the air fryer, putting down a little bit of baking paper. I'm putting all 9 sausages in, so 500 grams in the air fryer at 200 degrees for, I'll check on it after 15 minutes, but it'll probably need another 5 to 10 minutes on this. Yeah, I just do it on baking paper to suck up some of the oil. These are really oily, but really delicious. So into the air fryer they go. Okay, so a few hours ago, I took out some dehydrated shiitake mushrooms, and I washed them just under cold water until they came out, you know, clean. The bits stopped falling off. And then I soaked them in water until they were fully reconstituted. Now, these ones are really large ones. I'm going to now just trim off the little stems here, because they're a bit harder, and I'm going to throw them into a bowl. Now, I do want to reserve this mushroom water, but I do want to strain out the bits, so I'm just going to pop. Yep, I missed that, but whatever. I got a lot of it out. Yep. So I do want to keep some of this for flavor. Okay, next steps. I've got 4 eggs in a bowl. I'm going to just make a little egg omelette thing. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of dashi into this. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of onion. I've just chopped this up for something else, meal prep. 1 teaspoon in, and I'm going to throw in 2 sprigs of spring onions. Give it a stir. Really a whisk. You know what? I'm going to throw in a 5th egg. Okay, so I'm going to move my eggs just off to the side. I think I'll cook them last. They're really quick. Now, I don't think I've explained what I'm cooking tonight. I'm all over the place. I've got rice already done over that way. With my mushrooms, I'm going to, what is this word in English? Braise them. Does that make sense? Can you braise mushrooms? Yeah, you can braise meat, whatever. Mushrooms are going to be made with a sauce. And usually you do like bok choy, but I don't have any. I've got a lot of green beans, so I've got, I don't know, 250 grams of green beans already washed and the ends are trimmed. I'm going to cook up the green beans, just regularly stir fry them, and then braise my mushrooms here. And I've got the mushroom water reserved separately. And I'm going to make a thick sauce to go with the vegetables and mushrooms. It is a very common vegetarian dish. Yeah, I just haven't made it in a long time because I'm still like used to cooking what the rest of the family likes, and no one else likes mushrooms, but they're not here to complain, so I'm going to make mushrooms. For my sauce, I've got vegetarian mushroom oyster sauce. You can use regular stuff, but this is what I have on hand. Regular soy sauce and dark soy sauce. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, about 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce. This is for color, not for flavor. Just because, yeah, I don't want it as salty. Oyster sauce is already sweet. Mildly so. Okay, so this is the game plan. I'm going to go to the stove. I'm going to throw in about a teaspoon of garlic and then ginger, just the jar stuff, until fragrant. Then I'm going to throw in my mushrooms and probably all of this mushroom water. If I had to guess, it was like 1.5 cups. And I'm going to put the lid on the wok until it's cooked through. Yeah. Then I'm going to throw in the sauce on this and then thicken it up actually a little bit with some cornstarch, corn flour. So I actually might dissolve some of the corn flour in some of the mushroom water. Yeah, that goes together. Oh, and yeah, vegetables. So actually I might cook up the vegetables first. It might make more sense. I'm going to throw them all together anyway. Then I've got my sausages cooking, and then I've got my just green onion eggs, and that will just become an omelette. I'll cook that up and you'll see. So to the stove we go. Okay, so I'm done. To be honest, I was gonna make a soup, but I can't be bothered because it's 9:45. So I have my main thing, which is my braised mushrooms with sauce, and I've got it over my green beans. This is a very kind of traditional vegetarian meal. Most people have it with bok choy. Again, I didn't have it. And the mushrooms soak up all of the sauce. They're really good. An easy way to tell when mushrooms are done is just to stab it. Yes, if it goes through with a chopstick, it's good. But as you saw, you just boil the bejesus out of it in its own mushroom water. Get a matching chopstick. I've got my Taiwanese pork sausages chopped up. I did them for 15 minutes in the air fryer at 200 degrees Celsius. Then I lowered it to 150 and then gave it another 15 minutes because I didn't want to babysit it. And finally, I've just got my onions with scallions, green onions, and eggs. I put a teaspoon of hondashi in and just did them up in the wok. So really fluffy and light. Let's serve up. So this is my Chinese meal. I'm gonna eat this for at least another 3 to 4 meals. So pretty decent. Although it's late for most people at night, it's actually still quite early for me. And I've got dinner sorted for the next 3-4 days. As always, I will put all of my costings up on screen.